Okay, in this video we are going to solve for the variable, and in this case our variable is x. I have 4 different equations here, and each of them you should see some kind of x. Well, up here in my fancy cloud I see that x equals 10. So all we have to do, and these are going to be simple one-step problems, is plug 10 where you see x. So we'll start with this addition one that says x plus 3. I'm going to rewrite this equation and plug x, or plug 10 for x. So this will really say 10 plus 3. And we should all know that 10 plus 3 equals 13. Our next one, x minus 4. Again, x is still 10, so I'm going to plug that in. 10 minus 4 equals 6. Okay, my next one says 5x, and if you remember from our first video, anytime you see a whole number next to a letter or variable, that means to multiply. So 5 times x equals 10 equals 50. Squeeze that 0 in. And then x over 8, x divided by 8. And I know that x equals 10, so 10 divided by, or 10 over 8, is actually this improper fraction, thinking back to chapter 3 and 4, of 10/8. Well, anytime we get an improper fraction, we always like to change it usually to a mixed number. But I see that I can actually do some reducing first. I can divide 10 and 8 by 2. I'm going to bring this answer down here. And if I divide 10 by 2, I get 5. And if I divide 8 by 2, I get 4 for a reduced improper fraction of 5/4. And then if I change it to a mixed number, I know that 4 can go into 5 one time with 1 left over and my denominator of 1/5. So this actually equals, my denominator of 4, back to my original improper fraction. So my answer is 1 1/4. Okay, so this was actually a few more steps, but that's okay. You should remember that. Now, my next board here, we're also going to solve for x, solve for our variable, but we've got some multi-steps that we're going to have to do here. This time, x is going to equal 5. In my first equation, I have 5x plus 2. So same thing, we're going to multiply 5 by 5, 5 times 5, and then we're going to add 12. Okay? You need to think of order of operations here, and Aunt Sally. I see multiplication and addition, and I know that multiplication comes first. So 5 times 5 is 25 plus 12, and 25 plus 12 is 37. And there's your answer for 5x plus 12. Okay, below this I have 20 minus 2x. So 20 minus 2x, think multiplication, x is 5. 20 minus 2 times 5. Again, order of operations tells us to multiply first. So 20 minus 2 times 5, which is 10, and 20 minus 10 is 10. My next one, x over 10, or x divided by 10 plus 2. So if I plug in my 5 for x, that's going to give me 5 over 10 plus 2. Okay, thinking back to fractions and adding fractions. What I could do to make this a little bit easier is reduce this 5/10. I see that I can actually divide 5 and 10 by 5 to get 1/2. So now I have 1/2 plus 2. Well, I can't do any addition until I find common denominators. And I know that this is actually going to be 2 over 1. So I have a denominator of 2. I have a denominator of 1. Well, I can make this 1 a 2 by multiplying by 2. So this is actually going to be 4 over 2. So I'm going to add 1/2 plus 4/2, which is 5/2. Sorry, I'm running out of space here. 5/2. Okay, and to change that into a mixed number, I can think 2 goes into 5 2 times, with 1 left over, and my original denominator of 2. So 2.5 is your answer there. And my last one, 6x divided by 5 plus 12. Again, x is still 5, so 6 times 5 divided by 5 plus 2. Okay, I have multiplication and division, but we're going to have to multiply first, because typically when you see multiplication and division, you work from left to right. Well, we're really just going to work from the start to the end here. So 6 times 5 is 30. 30. We still have divided by 5. I'm going to just kind of do this. Plus 12. Well, 30 over 5, 30 divided by 5 can actually divide evenly. And if you think, well, what multiplied by 5 is going to give me 30? The answer is 6. So 6 plus 12 equals 18. And there's your answer.